Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. An impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. And guys, we have two teams, both on a roll. Tremendous momentum coming into this game, but Kenny, unfortunately, only one can emerge with a W tonight.
Well, very insightful that only one team can win, Ernie. But the toughest thing about winning is when you let your guard down. You cannot let your guard down if you expect to win the night.
You know, you got to have good coaching. You got to have strong leadership. Both teams have it. It'll come down tonight, Ernie, to who wants it more.
Very deep on all three of our parts.
Who wants it more? Only one team can win.
The kind of insight you can only get
pay for
right here.
You paid for this.
Kevin Harlan, what you got?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, land of the free and the home of the
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Sacramento Kings. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Lowry. The closer is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Butler in at the 3. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserved. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Lowry, and it's sent back by Bogut. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Lowry. Curry passes to Green. 11 feet away. No good from Bogut.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Thompson, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Chris Bosh. Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Lowry. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Butler dishes to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Thompson against Wade. No good off the front iron.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 8. Butler on the way. He's covered by Iguodala. The shot by Wade, wide open. Wade missing again. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the feed to Wade. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. Just an incredible month of basketball. 7th in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
The free throw drops for Butler. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Porter's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Free throw, good Butler.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Thompson for the triple. The shot is off. Will he go the other way with it? Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. We talked about the strategy as it applies to D-Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm, so our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Curry passes to Thompson. Bogut down low. Out to Thompson. Another shot.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Back to Lowry. Leans from outside, and he connects with the jumper. Lowry's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, no one really near him, but still, he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Shoots off the screen, and he gets the bucket. Wade with it. Boy, that win against the Jazz. He's another guy who really showed up to play. Here's Lowry. Bosh up on top. Passed away. Curry with the steal. Wade with the block. And he's able to get it back. Thompson is double. Curry outside. No what? Excellent D from Wade.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Green with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Curry attacking. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Klay Thompson. And a new group in for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for the closer. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jennings in for Kyle Lowry. Now Tucker. And it's off from three-point range.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected plays like a coach who had done it for many years.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Whiteside, no good. Warriors leading by 7. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member of himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
That's good. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Outside Jennings. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. That they feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Butler on the wing. Stoudemire, the screen. Butler kicks it to Tucker. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
You know, Clark, losing teams handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point.
Warriors leading by 6. Curry attacking, releases from 15, and that one's good. Curry's got 11 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Butler dishes to Jennings. Whiteside, the pass to Stoudemire. Whiteside, a screen on Spates. A nice shot by Tucker.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Warriors shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Porter kicks to Curry. Now here's Barnes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. West can't hit. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Jennings. There's the dish to Butler. Right side a screen. Clock at 4. And it's Butler missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Miami with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Jennings dishes to Whiteside. It's back to Jennings. Heat moving the ball around. And Butler, here we go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
59 seconds left to play in the first. Curry against Butler. Curry with him. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. And Stoudemire pulls it down. Outside Jennings. And the jam by Whiteside.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Butler passes to Jennings. Here's Tucker. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Curry. He's got 11. Feeds it to Porter. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
Let's take them back.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jennings out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's the closer in at the 5. Here's the closer. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. And that one's good.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Draymond Green.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Tucker dishes to Bosh. Shot from 12. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 4. Pulls it up. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Thompson's got 6 points. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now Jennings, 11 points last game. Wade passes to the closer. Wade drives in, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Heat making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Guarded by Tucker. Iguodala's drive. Nice job coming off that screen. Iguodala's got his first points of the night. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Tucker after the made shot from Andre Iguodala.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Passes it to Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Shot to stop the drought. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Warriors leading by 5. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. The shot no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Curry with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got 13.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now here's Wade. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. 6 to shoot. The pass to the closer. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Curry kicks to Bogut. They set the pick. Wade against Thompson. Porter in the corner. Shot on the wing. They grab their own miss, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Miami has possession, trailing by 5. And here's Lowry. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money. It's no doubt. Green, the screen. Thompson against Wade. The drive by Thompson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And, guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Great pass by Bosh there.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Green, the screen. Thompson with it. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento. And it's Thompson again missing. On offense, here are the Heat. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's the closer, guarded by Porter. From the baseline. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. The Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. There's a good screen. Dishes to Porter. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup falls. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Butler. Goes up with the stripe. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Porter against Lowry. Outside Curry. Thompson inside the line. And too long on the shot.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The shot by Lowry, no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Curry kicks to Bogut. On the wing, Thompson. Green, the screen. Back to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Porter dishes to Green. Pass to Curry. He kicks to Thompson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got 8 points.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Left side, Bosh. Wade outside. They set the pick. Back to Bosh. Tries from 10. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Warriors lead it. Thompson outside. That's good. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Thompson. Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Jennings passes to Stoudemire. Tries to snap the cold streak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent. And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and you know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Now here's West, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Barnes, and it's Golden State with another.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Lowry. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Shot's good by Butler.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Some solid defense from Butler. Jennings kicks to Whiteside. He feeds it to Butler. Jennings against Curry. Jennings dishes to Lowry. It's back to Jennings. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Warriors have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Barnes can't get it to go. Miami trailing. Outside Butler. And it's all evened up. Butler's got 10 points.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Curry passes to Porter. West kicks to Curry. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. First in opponent field goal percentage. First in opponent points per game. And they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's got 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And G.A., as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, and it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Here's Lowry. The Warriors making the shot. Jennings dishes to Butler. 20 feet out. Porter pulls it in.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Iguodala kicks to Porter. Off the pick. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Porter's got 9 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Stoudemire with the screen on West. 4 seconds left. Here's Whiteside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw, good, Whiteside. He doesn't get the second one. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the three-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I love how they're getting points in transition. It's about pushing the ball, being aggressive, and then finishing with authority. Several times they beat the defense down the floor and ended up with easy buckets. If they can continue to keep that tempo up in the second half, they'll be difficult to beat.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.